This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 6.
The 100th season starts tonight. I'm the coach, and this is the return of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off the new season with a great one in the NFC North, a potential classic.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch twins.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. From the 24, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught here by Adams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
I'm scared.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got Burton here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Trubisky now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No. Off. Alert.
Now it's Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Khalil Mack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30, and all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Crunch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 14 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go!
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The first down carry for Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers to throw again. A throw caught by Kumaro. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers to throw again. A throw caught by Kumaro. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers to throw again. A throw caught by Kumaro. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers to throw again. A throw caught by Kumaro. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw once more. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build.
big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those Mexican dummy face.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sport.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down and 4. Flacco, open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Flacco to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 11 carries, 74 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll run on first down. Cohen down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, it's Cohen and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And how about Phillip Lindsay's rookie season? Began the year 3rd on the depth chart. Finished it in the Pro Bowl. Not bad for an unrestricted free agent out of Colorado with speed to burn.
Flacco on target to Hamilton. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 67 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. It's Cohen, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Trubisky will throw.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno. 2nd quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Cohen. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. On first down, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case,
and the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's go!
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a third-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jeff Hireman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Cohen. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Flacco and the Broncos now down by 7, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Setting to throw, Flacco. A little check down to Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lock in. Mark 47. Hey, Mark 7.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side.